As you can see from the color of his leg, he is already properly trained and has already applied the scraper a few times to learn how to use it. It's not difficult to make the most of it. He is applying it in a precise and simple manner, on a powerful quadriceps like his own. Imagine a tired and loaded athlete. Let's see how, in a few seconds, between the heat and the scraping, the color will increase. That tissue becomes hyperemic. It is very useful for muscle recovery. He is working on some more superficial areas. Now he is focusing on a more fascial area, the caps and the separation partitions with the vastus lateralis. But we could also, for example, work on the suprapatellar areas, applying lateral friction on fibrous tissue. And in general, we can find many other areas in the body where we can work on ourselves. Vibration, heat, movements, and technique all require creativity to make the most of it. But I assure you, there are many things you can do on your own: neck, arms, shoulders, entire leg. Obviously, you won't be able to reach your own back. But there are many areas of the body that you can work on with a massager like this. But if you are a professional, let's see what we could do, for example, on a leg, on a lower limb. You will lie down. We'll place a towel to avoid staining your pants. And we'll apply a little bit of cream. He already applied it to his thigh earlier. I'm going to apply it now on the calf, the area of the hamstring that we are going to work on. Always keep in mind that when you give yourself a self-massage, you realize how much it hurts when you do it to someone else. It's important to ask the patient to agree on the intensity because, as I remind you, it's very incisive. You have to gradually get the hang of the device. However, the sensation of control and mastery comes very quickly. You can hold it with both hands, which allows you to work very securely. And you can apply it more transversely or obliquely to the tissues. Here, we are applying a broader and more supportive pressure. It's less incisive, and we are also applying more heat because the entire metallic surface, at 50 degrees, is transmitting heat to the calf. And here, we are applying a more acute and superficial pressure, but please use less pressure because it can be uncomfortable. Use even less pressure if you put tension on the calf. If all the fibers, all the fascia are in tension, we will do a rather superficial work here. We can do it faster, but it will be a superficial job. Don't try to go too deep here, because it can be really uncomfortable. As always, we can do lateral work in the peroneal area, even with friction. It's a very pleasant work. Or, of course, the rounded shape works perfectly here. You can apply a full form, a strong force. Personally, I prefer to use it in an oblique manner rather than completely vertical. We work on intermuscular partitions, between the IT band and the hamstring. We can find an area with greater adhesion, greater resistance, and make an upward and downward movement as we penetrate. And also, with these more pointed areas, we can work, for example, closer to friction in insertion zones, scraping also on the lateral area of the IT band, insertion zone of the IT band. And since we can't work, for example, since we are in the lower limb, we can work on the pelvic trochanteric area. Piriformis area, gluteal area. This is a very pleasant work for professionals. With this massager, it truly is. It allows us to go deep with a lot of control. And there, I'm feeling the trochanter. I'm frictioning all the insertions on the trochanter. I like to do it with a towel because, being very incisive, it would perhaps be too painful without it. And the towel helps distribute the pressure a bit. And of course, we can work on the lower back. Obviously, without a shirt and without a towel. And in general, I believe we could adapt work with this tool to virtually any area of the body. It's a very, very useful and versatile tool. You quickly get used to it.